Why? Why can I not see any further? Now that I possess both Monados, I should be at one with the passage of fate. Why does the vision end here? Huh? So Dixon has passed. Lorithia too. How can this be? Are Telethia growing weak? How could they be defeated by such worthless mortals?
This world belongs to you all. Create a world with no need for gods.
A world that has no need for gods. There is no world without a god. This world belongs to me!
Where are we?
What happened? It's nighttime. Is Ricky have bad dream?
Look down. Look at all the stars.
We're not on Bionis anymore. There's no land or sea either.
Hi everyone, it's SK95, and it appears we're on Saturn this time. I'm not kidding. So, before the final battle, of course, when we switch on the party, we're going to have Shulk, Ricky, and Reyn as the final party for this. First things first, as you can see, we are literally in space. With our ground literally acting like blocks. I don't know how this happened, but you can't really expect much from Xander's power. It's a god, what do you expect? Spirit Mumkar is actually an enemy. This is the same Mumkar. Also, as you can tell, the asteroid when it hit it actually caused an effect happen where it actually hit Mumkar itself. So, thankfully, I managed to get... Ooh, there it is. Ooh, days. Good job, Ricky. So, yeah, as you can tell, the final area is a definite change in design. I actually love how the final area looks. This is probably one of my favorite looking final areas in Xenoblade. Just the way that you're in space is just so cool. And as you can tell, that's Saturn over there. That looks just amazing. And especially in the HD remake. It looks so good. Anyway, go to the light, by the way, and hold stand still. You'll teleport to the next planet, which is Jupiter. Jupiter, of course, being the biggest planet in our solar system. We're noticing a theme here. Spirit Zord is across from us. As you can tell, Zord is just as big as ever. A difference between Zord and a difference between the face Mechon that we've seen in the actual Agartha and everywhere else is the fact that the face Mechon are holding the hammers in their left hands, or a spear in their left hand, whereas Zord holds everything in his right hand. Yeah, something that a lot of Zord does, and as well as the fact that we now know Zord's past. Zord used to be a Homs, and he's actually Desiree's grandfather. Or father. I think it was father, actually. Zord Smithy, yep, pretty much. Zord is actually her... Zord is Desiree's father, and that's pretty much most things about Zord, as well as the fact we're heading closer and closer to more planets. You're gonna already know the theme here. You just need to make sure you follow the red line leading us to the next location. Stance on the light, and then teleport to the next area. The next area has us at Mars. Yep, Mars. We come in peace. Yep, that kind of Mars. Where a lot of the aliens were. Over here is actually Spirit Telethia, the same Telethia that saved us way back when, and a Telethia we took down that was once Albus's. Be careful because all Telethia still have their same abilities. Of course, being Soul Reed, whichever comes first. It's not exactly something different in this one, so just keep an eye out on this one. Of course, like all Telethia, like these body shapes, they cannot be toppled no matter what. I'm not going to waste my Jam Attack on it, but I will let you all know that you can if you want to. Be careful though. Thunderbolt, of course, is Ether attack that it normally does. Not exactly that damaging, all things considered, given the fact we have better gear and better equipment. Ricky got another one, and we're good. We're almost here, done with Spirit Telethia. Please die. Thank you. And now the Spirit of Telethia has passed on completely. That Telethia used to be a High Entia person, and now they finally passed on. Going into the next light, of course, let's head to the next one. The next one is the moon. Yeah, moon. We're already getting closer to where you think we're going to be. Yeah, in front of the moon is Gadot. Ironically enough, 2 levels lower. So, yeah, we're fighting a lot of the big enemies that used to be those who died and have past regrets. Gadot is one of them. Thankfully, though, unlike most all the spirits have the same philosophy of they're not getting their special effects. So don't expect Gadot to suddenly have the ability to block the Monado. It does not. Spirit Gadot is literally the spirit of the original Gadot, and that's why it's like this. Can I please leave the aggro? Thank you. Alright, this thing's about to die at least. Alright, there we go. Spirit Gadot is now defeated, and now he fully passes on. Now let's go closer to the moon and go where we need to go next. There's all not much to it. Let's just keep going.
It's beautiful.
Is that a ball of water?
So, you finally made it, Shulk.
It's you.
What is it, Shulk?
I cannot wait to see which path you choose. Let us meet again after you have made your choice.
Welcome, Shulk.
That voice. It's Zanza.
But he looks different.
I had planned to use the body obtained from Shulk as a vessel in which to dwell for the next millennium. However, I came to possess a great and unexpected power.
Mayneth's Monado.
Correct. In addition to my own Monado, which you kept safe for me, I was also able to obtain a second weapon which holds the power of creation. Now I possess all I desire. There is no longer any need for the life of Bionis. I must thank you indeed, Shulk. You were of more use to me than any of my disciples. Now that I have the Monados, I can forgive you your betrayal.
Ha! You gonna give him a reward?
Precisely. I will have him serve as my new disciple. You will be granted eternal life and unimaginable strength. Death will be but a fleeting afterthought.
Are you so arrogant to believe that the High Entia... No. All life on Bionis are nothing but your playthings?
Playthings?
Yes! You don't know how it feels to have slain my brethren, after they had transformed into Telethia.
What are you talking about? A Telethia is a High Entia's true form. I did not transform them. I returned them. The Telethia are mere cells from my body. I conferred intelligence upon them on a mistaken whim, creating a primitive life form, the High Entia. They enjoyed a brief existence as sentient beings. For that, they should be grateful.
So this is the arrogance of a creator.
As I planned, the life of Bionis existed simply to serve as my vessels and my food. Bionis is nothing more than an accumulation of their corpses and life energy.
But though you feign omnipotence, the High Entia still confined you to Prison Island. That is how limited you are.
Confined me? I was merely resting there for a while. I was wounded in the battle with Mayneth's vessel. I simply awaited the day when a new vessel, revealed to me in a vision, would be born. Until I was born. Precisely. I intended to inhabit your body and once again do battle with Mayneth. However, I had no idea that I would defeat her so easily.
Mayneth.
You did a great deed in granting me a new Monado. I will gladly take you as my new disciple, Shulk. Never! I don't want to be your vessel, or your disciple. I just want to live my life as a Homs, in a world without you! That is most regrettable. You could have entrusted all to me and attained peace. But perhaps the vision of mortals will ever remain limited. Using one's power to change the world. That is a right possessed only by gods. Is that why you laid waste to Mechonis? Of course. Along with the beings called Machina, who followed Mayneth. They had evolved and become insolent under her protection.
So you're saying us Homs are next in line, eh?
You are correct. You yourselves have proven that Homs are a dangerous species. How unfortunate. I had a desire for friendship. But granting intelligence to the lives I created was a mistake. A god should not long for friendship. You're wrong! Mayneth chose to exist alongside us. She grew to consider us her friends. You should have accepted that. But what you were hoping for was not friendship. You wanted worthless slaves. Our lives as food. Just as I suspected, it appears that I was mistaken to grant free will. However, all will soon be over. The Telethia will exterminate all life on Bionis. I will then create a new world. Just as I have done many times before. We will not allow it. We cannot. We will stop you!
The final boss against Zanza! Yes, Zanza's level is question mark, question mark, question mark. However, Summon Guardian is his main art. He's gonna summon a bunch of Zanza Guardians that will deal damage. They are based around his physical attributes and how he looked. Yeah, he's kind of statistical like that. Then again, he's a god. You kind of expect it. Tons of Guardians you want to take out as quick as possible. They have annoying debuffs and statuses they can possibly do to you. Make sure you take them out before Twin Break can cause a potential break. And being surrounded by enemies is not exactly a good idea to deal with. So let's do that, and Ryan. War Swings to hit Zanza as well. Very good. I'm going to do a backslash, which will nearly kill it. Good. Last but not least, Buddy Buddy should kill this one. Great. Now for Zanza. Zanza is in multiple phase boss fight. Yeah, kind of sucky. Dicebot does not do any sort of paralysis given the fact that Zanza is immune. We can, however, remove his debuff and give it to us some more power. Eater will steal that buff and cause him to have bleeding, which is actually a very annoying thing, especially if you manage to do it in a chain attack. Bleeding does a set amount of HP. Monado Recovery is an HP healer. Yes, I'm not kidding. He can heal his HP in battle. Also, you can break him. Breaking him is not hard, but it's Monado Brave that you want to be careful about. Monado Brave causes him to get an Ether buff and a Strength buff. Be very careful. However, now he's completely vulnerable, and he's actually going to get done very quickly. As you notice, the length of topple was going very quickly. Yeah, the topple length is very short, especially in this fight, so be very careful. I missed. Good job, me. I missed. I freaking failed. Yeah, his topple length is cut in half compared to all other enemies. You kind of expect that from other bosses and super bosses in the game. Expect this from Zanza. A vision. Monado Cross 8. You saw that you needed to do a talent one. Yeah. Yeah, we ended before that.
You mere vessels dare to oppose the will of a god. Then I shall obliterate everything with my unimaginable power. Now, behold the true form of a united world!
Phase 2, the final boss fight, has us pit against Zanza's second form. Like always, of course, Zanza's going to hit us with a lot of different arts. Be very careful. Zanza has now more Monado art they can do. Monado left and Monado right. They are very dangerous art. World Reconstruct is a very, very, very annoying thing. However, we are thankfully fine. You don't have to worry about it. However, Ryan and everyone is fine. Reconstruct has a bunch of buffs at the same time. Time this quickly, because if you don't time it right, you cannot see the future, and Monado combo will hit Ryan and instantly kill him. Yeah, you're going to want to stop that. Speed, Ryan, knock it off, Zanza. We saw the future, now the attack is stopped. Yeah, even though we technically shouldn't be able to see the future, we still do. He's going to have a lot of buffs, so it's not an aura, it's more or less something you need to be careful about. Zanza, of course, being a very dangerous fight, and as you can tell, it's definitely causing a lot of problems for Ryan. Though I really wish Ricky would heal him up a bit more, given the fact that Ricky should have been. Anyway, let's do a chain attack and get some HP back. So let's do a lowering defense, a sneaky to the side, and finally end this off with sword drive, because I don't think it's going to last long enough. Oh, actually it does. I was proven wrong. Backslash. Bitey bitey. With max bleeding, increases the bleed length, as well as the damage. Lariat will be the last thing we need. There we go. Another vision is happening.
How can you have visions? You no longer possess the Monado. I don't know. It comes from the bottom of my heart. It shows me my enemy. It reveals the future I must change.
The future we see is not set in stone. There are infinite possibilities based on the paths we choose. You should be well aware of this notion, for that is how you have always existed.
That is a right for gods, and gods only! Why should we care? What's important isn't whether you can see the future or not. It's the will to make a choice, and the strength to seize your destiny. Our time has come. Our destiny is our own! Can it be? A Monado?
It is not only you that has the right. Every living thing has the freedom to choose the path they walk. And that is the future.
A third Monado has appeared. How can this have happened? You are mere mortals!
The God-Slaying Sword, the Monado 3, is now in our equipment slot. Monado 3 has nothing equipped to it. However, as you notice, our critical hit rate skyrocketed to 100%. Let's re-equip the new Monado 3 with something powerful. Starting us off, of course, be very advised about this fight. Let's see, where is my dang double attack gems? Alright, Monado 3 has the maximum crit rate of any weapon in the game. It is the strongest Monado in the game, bar none. Nothing outmatches it. Outright speaking, this is the God-Slaying Sword, because on the symbol of the Monado, symbols change depending on what you need. For example, you can see the symbols right here. However, the Monado 3 has a symbol of God, meaning to destroy a god. Yeah, that's how powerful this thing is. It's made to completely destroy a god and stop them entirely. The Zanza Guardians is something you want to deal with next. They are very annoying, you want to take care of them before anything else. I think I'm targeting the other one. Yes, I am. Yep, there we go. The Zanza Guardians are just as annoying, so be very advised. However, War Swing is definitely going to take care of one of them. I am targeting Zanza. I don't want to target Zanza. Darn it! And Zanza's being bullied around to pieces. That's butt. Alright, that ended that, and Zanza's almost down. Wow, this final boss is going really quickly. Zanza Guardian, get over here. Monado Brave is annoying, so yeah. There we go. Bananas Buster. Extremely damaging art if you're not careful. Yeah, that sent Ryan flying, and now he got was about the effect. Oh no. Black Hole. Yeah, that's an annoying deep attack. That's very annoying. Anyway, let's finish this off in a chain attack and finish off Zanza once and for all. The future is ours to decide, not something a god can decide for us.
The power of a god cannot be overcome!
Zanza, this is the providence of the world. Even gods are merely beings restricted to the limited power determined by providence. That power, although great, is not unlimited.
That voice! Albus! How dare you disobey me! Ah!
I am Monado. I was here at the beginning, and I will proclaim the end.
But that's impossible.
Shulk, it is time for you to choose. Does this world belong to Zanza, or does it belong to you?
That is something I decided long ago! Ah! That's simple. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny! All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing. Where am I?
This is my home.
Your home? Let's begin the experiment. Whose voice was that?
It is Zanza, before he became a god, when he was simply a man of flesh and blood.
No! The results have not been confirmed! It's too dangerous!
And that voice? It's Mayneth.
Ridiculous! It's perfectly safe. We are about to bear witness to the birth of a universe. Once, only a god could perform such a miracle. But today, mankind moves one step closer to the divine!
Klaus!
It was simple curiosity. The curiosity of a single man that destroyed the universe and created a new one. A new universe. Your world was born. And so, two gods came into existence. Zanza and Mayneth were lonely, so they created life in their own image.
And that was how we were born.
As the world advanced to each further stage, it was inherited by generations of different life forms. But over time, awareness of Zanza faded. Zanza feared this. In order to escape his own annihilation, he wished for a world in a perpetual cycle of destruction and recreation.
Bionis being filled with life. And the Telethia coming to wipe it out. It was all the will of Zanza.
It was. But the truth of the matter is that he longed for friendship.
His future. And our future. It might have been possible for them to coexist.
Correct. However, that time has passed. The old god was defeated by the new god that he himself created.
New god?
Yes. That is why I appeared before you, Shulk.
Alvis, what are you?
I am the administrative computer of a phase transition experiment facility. But that will mean little to you. To you, I am a machine. That is my original form.
Alvis?
This world is stagnant. It has expired. Therefore, I will ask you, its new god. What is your wish? Will you allow the world to continue to stagnate? Or will you allow it to evolve to the next level? The choice is yours to make.
I don't know. All I wanted to do was stop Zanza having his way, that's all. I cannot be a god.
Too right. You're great and all, but there's no way you're a god.
Everyone.
Look, don't worry, Shulk. None of us want to be gods anyway. And I don't really know what the future holds, but we just want to live our life as it comes.
Eating grub, sleeping, laughing, crying, sometimes arguing. Sounds all right.
Yes, he's right. And being with the ones we love, that's enough. Even so, we change little by little. Every day is a little different from the last. We do not know what the future will hold.
More fun not knowing. Ricky want to have fun.
Life's little surprises are what makes it great. We don't know what's going to happen. It's worrying sometimes, but it's also exciting. Don't you think?
Yeah. Isn't that called progress? Aren't we all continuously evolving? I'm not sure we need a more dramatic change than that.
Yeah. You're right. Little by little. Each day as it comes. That's how we should live. That's our world.
Forgive my presumptuousness, but I recreated their personalities from your consciousness.
Alvis, it sounds like you don't think I can make my own decisions. I'm supposed to be the god.
Apologies. However, I have good reason. This world has little time remaining if left in this state. Have you made your decision? The choice is yours, Creator. Tell me your decision for the future of this world.
I won't decide. The future should be decided by each and every person in the world. And so, what we wish for is a world with no gods.
Are you trying to kill me? really sorry, Colonel.
Sorry? What do you mean, sorry? Squad jumps around the entire colony. 50 laps! Now!
Please, Colonel.
Ah, yes. That's excellent. So, you can take the materials to District 4.
The restoration's coming along nicely.
Thanks to Melia and Vinea. The High Entia and Machina have some amazing technology.
We are happy to help. To live alongside one another in harmony. After all, I have no doubt this is what Lady Mayneth and Egil would have wanted.
Hear, hear. And may it last forever.
Dunban,
Fiora, what is it?
have you seen Shulk?
Oh, he just left. I don't know where he's gone, but he was with Ryan and the others.
Okay, thank you.
Fiora?
Yes?
It's nothing. Good luck.
If you're looking for Shulk, he is not here.
Amazing. It's like you've got eyes in the back of your head. What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking. Thinking about the future that awaits us all.
Wow. You're so much more thoughtful than me.
Really? I don't think so. I was just answering your question.
But I know what you mean. You're right. We've been through a lot.
Yes. We have. I am grateful to all of you. It is because I met you that I experienced so much. And it is the reason I am here now.
Yes. We're happy you're here too. Thanks, Melia. For everything. I'm glad I met you.
And I you.
Yeah. Almost got it.
Ryan! Go, Ryan! Oh, Ricky really hungry!
Put your back into it, Ryan! Are you okay?
It's salty. What's up with the water being so salty?
Ryan, you're terrible at this. When was the last time you fished?
Oh, Ryan, bad fisherman. Ricky won't eat big fish.
Give us a break. You try next time, Furball.
Oh, fishing is Ryan's job. Ricky's job is eating.
Hang on a sec. Isn't Oka gonna have a massive go at you if you don't go back to her with 14 fish to feed all your little pond?
Oh, Ricky forgot. Wifey pond very angry if not catch more fish.
It ain't me she's gonna be angry with.
No, Ryan, catch fish! Catch fish now! Oh, fish, fish!
Here you are. The breeze feels so good.
It does.
What is it?
Oh, that hairstyle. It looks good on you, that's all. Yeah.
Really? Oh, I was thinking about growing it out, but... Hey, which do you prefer?
Both, of course.
Oh, come on. What am I supposed to say to that?
Sorry. Okay. It's great like that. Don't change it.
I'd forgotten what it feels like to do this. I wonder what the future has in store for us.
Who knows? I'm sure it will be full of ups and downs.
Ups and downs?
I don't know what the future holds. But that means I can imagine the possibilities. We can achieve anything we put our minds to.
Yeah. You're right.
Do you remember what the Monado, Alvis, said to us the last time we saw him?
Yes, of course.
Shulk. This new world is boundless. It is home to not only you, but many forms of life. I can see it. In this world, all life will walk towards the future, hand in hand.
One day, I hope I can meet them all. The people of this endless world.
Me too. We will. I know it.
We'll meet them. And whatever happens, we'll face our future together.
And so, that is the end of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Now I'll say this. This has been one of my best games I've loved since I ever saw it first time I played it. I played it back on the Wii, and I fell in love with the series after watching someone's Let's Play of it. And that's why I'm glad to have experienced my experiences of all of you with this game. Thoughts? I love the story so much. No offense to anyone who's liked the newer Xenoblade games with their story and whatnot, but this has been the original point of what Xenoblade Chronicles has, and I enjoyed it immensely. The characters, the environments, the world around them itself. The Bionis and the Mechonis fighting endlessly. And a world that was made for gods. But now, we've managed to create a new world where there's no need for gods, a boundless one. So, as the characters, I enjoyed a lot of the characters in the game. I loved certain characters to a great idea, and every single one of them had something going for them that made me really fall in love with the characters as they went along, as well as their growth. Shulk grew to become more compassionate, and actually grew more to be understanding, especially when we finally met the High Machina, the Machina themselves, and finally understood what really happened back then. And then there was Fiora. We lost her early on in the game, and then we finally managed to get her back after a while of her being thought to be dead. Reyn is probably the greatest comic relief you can ever find in this game. Next to Ricky, of course. He is known to be literally the butt of all jokes, but he takes it in stride, takes it on the shoulder. He's not somebody who just complains about being the butt of all jokes sometimes. He's the type of guy that you definitely looked out for somebody for thick and thin, and I enjoyed them amazing, character-wise. Sharla, combat-wise, I'd say not that good, but as a character, she's someone who's incredibly supportive to people that she knows, and is incredibly helpful to those she cares about. So, as much as I understand it, Sharla is a great character as well, despite the whole main healer being bad. But that's just another point behind that. Dunban! I'll be honest, we all love Dunban. Let's be honest here. Dunban is probably everyone's favorite character when it comes down to how he acts and how he is normally. He's just somebody who's compelling about his character. especially given the fact that he is not like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's like he's not overconfident. He understands his skills. He has a lot of regrets, but the fact remains, Dunban is the way he is because he's compassionate towards others. He cares about them and cares about all of the people of the Homs. That's why he became such a great hero, and that's what Mumkar failed to understand. Especially when he got jealous about the whole Monada, but I'm pretty sure Dunban lost out in that, given the fact that he lost most of his use of his right arm. Ricky is a great comic relief as well, given the fact that he is just so silly, but he can also be as serious as he wants to be, in his own little Nopon way. Then there's Melia, who I feel like is a definite understanding of how high-class society people grow up in different classes. And it definitely shows that Melia, despite all of it, grows to become more compassionate. She grows to be the fact that she used to be so stuck in Alchemoth all of her life, given her heritage of half Homs and half High-Entia, as well as the technical successor to the Imperial line. She has a lot to do now that she's basically the last Empress, especially given the fact that she's going to be taking care of every other High-Entia later. But for now, we should focus on the positives now.